Day 14. Actually, evening 14, but you know, it's a stream. We're talking about wells. Stream for Wells, charitywater.org. What's it all about? Oh, it's some good water. All right, so took a short break this weekend, not from streaming. I am still streaming. We are still doing the challenge. We have streamed everything we have drank. But I did take a short break from these horizontal informational videos. Had a busy weekend, but we're back. Tonight, we are going to talk about sustainability on day 14. So there is a kind of fact that floats around that at any given point in time, roughly 40% of clean water projects are not functioning, meaning somebody dug a well and then it broke and then it didn't get fixed. And so there's questions about sustainability. So Charity Water has done a couple of very cool things to try to greatly increase the rate of like functioning wells and water projects that they have in the long term. They don't want to spend $10,000, go somewhere, dig a well, and then have that project fail within a couple years, because at that point it's not serving the community anymore, and that is essentially wasted resources. And so they've invested a lot of time and a lot of money into figuring out how they can make sustainable long-term water projects for these communities. So the two or three things that I find particularly interesting, first is development into new technology. So at every well that is dug by Charity Water, they have a device. It's like a square, like this big and about this thick, and it sits around the pipe of the well. And this device measures the effectiveness of the well and the water coming out of it to make sure that it's functioning properly. On the device, there's a QR code that people can scan to see, what well it is and maintenance history and things like that. But the device itself is like solar and battery powered, and it has a GPS unit. So it actually communicates with Charity Water servers. So this does a couple things. They can always know what the status of the well is and whether or not it's functioning. You can actually locate that well on a map exactly where it is, and it's always pinpointed where it is. So this helps donors track the water projects over time, so they can see the wells they've given. But then when the well does break down, the device calls home, and basically it will notify a local partner in the area to come out and fix it. So it's kind of like having Apple Care for your well, except the Genius Bar comes to you. So one of the local well companies that are out in these areas will come out and actually repair the well. With these methods, just of sustainability, Charity Water has been able to maintain a much higher rate. I believe it's over 90%. It might even be over 95% efficiency with their water projects, to where the water project that's put into place is actually serving that community for a much longer period of time. The other thing that Charity Water's done within the communities that they bring a clean water project is they actually build what's called a clean water committee. So this is a few people within the village or the local area that are basically elected to a committee, and they are elected to help manage the water for the community. So often they'll collect a small tax, like typically pennies, from people that use the well, and that money is used then to pay the local partners to maintain it and fix it and things like that. So what they've done is they've created small systems of self-sustainability, so that the wells themselves are working for a long period of time, and the community has basically like a small form of government in which to help manage that and make sure that their community has water for a long time to come. So I found that interesting, because part of solving the global water crisis permanently is making sure that the water projects that are in place last lifetimes. And so the work that Charity Water is doing and what they're investing in as far as technology is really focused around long-term sustainable solutions. And this is yet another reason why it's a great organization to fundraise for, and a great organization for you to make a donation to today, if you'd be so willing. It's day 14. It's actually night 14, so 2 weeks is done, and we have just over 2 weeks, 16 days to go. Tomorrow is day 15, the official halfway point at the end of tomorrow. So that's great. Yeah, and we're just doing it. We got another donation today after a long pause. That's fantastic. Every dollar counts. We're up to $825, I believe, which means we are bringing clean water. We're almost up to 30 people. I think we're at like 27 or 28 people. So we continue the Stream for Wells challenge. We continue to bring you the best information on clean water projects globally. I hope that you're finding this entertaining and informative, and I hope you'll join me in raising awareness and funds to chip away at this problem. So got a drink of water because I haven't had anything since like 5:30. All right, a little bit left. It was a good day. We got lots done. We did an evening stream so we could keep getting lots done. We're here. We did it. Luke, you're here just in time for the end. We're wrapping it up. Day 14 is in the books, and tomorrow's day 15. We're excited. We are streaming for wells. Check out streamforwells.com. Had a couple of blog updates there, recapping days 10 and 11. We'll try to get days 12 and 13 up tomorrow. We'll see what happens. All right, everybody have a great night, and we'll see you out there drinking some water. Bye.